Hello, welcome back to Story Time. Where have you been? I know it's been me. I'm sorry. I'm still like, but here I am. I'm going to finish the book. I'm gonna refrain from commenting on other stuff because if not, I will never finish. I have Maggie with me. Do you like my drawing over there? It's not a drawing. Don't be fooled. It's just it's a project. I said I wasn't gonna say anything, but just in case you're curious, these are like stickers that you can put on the wall or whatever. So what I did, sorry, let me show you. I put it on a canvas, and it's because I'm gonna put some kind of writing in the middle, and I'm gonna put it in the front of our house where you come in, and there's like what is it called, the foyer or something like that. And I have a wallpaper there on one wall, just like an accent, but we've been changing stuff around in the house and painting, so that wallpaper kind of does not go with the theme of everything else. So I have a roll, and I'm gonna change it, and then I'm gonna put this, and I'll show you when it's done, when I feel better. This wasn't that bad, but the other stuff is gonna take me climbing this stepper or whatever. Anywho, see, I said I wasn't gonna say anything. I'm gonna get into the book because I still not 100%, better, but I feel bad that I haven't finished this book. So let's try to finish this book, and it's Ivy and Bean. No news is good news. So let's start. All right. This chapter is called Facing the Music. Let me show you the picture. I had shown you at the end of the other one, I believe. The other chapters that I was reading. So, the other book. Not the other book. The other video. The previous video. It was hard to tell which of the teenagers in the garage was Jake the teenager. They were all big. They were all wearing sunglasses. And they were all yelling and kicking each other. They were a band. The name of their band was Ball Control. I'm sorry. Don't laugh. I'm trying to fix this phone because I feel like I have to look like this and then like that. Pretty stupid name, IBM Bean thought. I think Jake's the one in the red shirt, said Bean. The one in the red shirt was telling everyone else to be quiet. Only he didn't say be quiet. He said something else a lot. So let's just say, I'm glad it doesn't say what he said. Oh my gosh. I guess they were being really, really loud. Look at them plucking their ears with their finger. Oh gosh. Finally, the other teenagers stopped kicking each other and yelling. And now the dogs are barking. What is wrong with this day? It's not going that well. Jake the teenager stood in front of a microphone. Ah, 1, 2, 3, 4, he said. And then he began to scream. All the other teenagers began to scream too. They pounded on their instruments and screamed and screamed. And now I have a cat climbing. Minnie, how are you gonna get out of there? You trap yourself, baby. I want to see how you're gonna get out. Oh, she turned around. She's so smart. It was the loudest thing in the world. Ivy and Bean plugged their ears. They scrunched their eyes. They hunched their shoulders. No matter what they did, it was still the loudest thing in the world. Then it stopped. Slowly, Bean unplugged her ears. She uncrunched her eyes. Then she unhunched her shoulders. That's hilarious. Oh, here's another picture. Are they looking through the window? Oh, there's pizza. Look. Oh, now I want some pizza and I can't have any. Oops, Jake the teenager was standing on the other side of the window, looking at them. Hi, said Bean. Hi, he said after a second. He asked, what are you doing? Bean thought fast. Listening to your cool band, she said enthusiastically. Jake the teenager took his sunglasses off. Not bad, huh? He said. Totally, said Bean. He nodded. He seemed to be waiting for more. Totally awesome, said Bean. But you were plugging your ears, he said. It was loud, but it was great, Bean explained. What was the name of that great song? Asked Ivy. Oh, look who's over there. They liked it. Jake the teenager yelled over his shoulder. That one was Lizard Hurricane. Oh my lord. Oh boy, we sure like that song, Bean said. She shook her head as if she were amazed at how much she liked the song. Wanna hear the rest? Asked Jake. We got 6 songs. Oh my gosh. We would for sure, except we're working, said Bean. We're writing a newspaper about Pancake Court. Dude, said Jake the teenager. Write about our band. Write like a music review, about how awesome we are. Sure, said Ivy, no problem. Sure, repeated Bean. The next one's called Nebulizer, he said. You're gonna love it. We have to get writing, said Ivy. Oh my goodness, look. They got a picture of them. Oh, teenagers. I don't miss them. Teenage years. They are very, very testing on your nerves. Oh my gosh. I feel for you if you have a teenager at home right now. I will be praying for you. Thank goodness I survived. And they survived too, so. Deadline, said Beans, trying to look like she wished she could hear his song. Gotta go. Since we'll play for parties. He yelled after them as they went down the driveway. Dude, trust me, said Bean, waving. Wow, you can really talk teenagers, said Ivy. Anyone can do it, said Bean modestly. You just have to practice. It was getting late. We better go to your house and get started, Ivy said to Bean. What in the world? I was going to use that paper. Oh my gosh, you're such a booger. Oh, I was going to use this. You bent the whole thing, Mommy. You just got to climb everywhere. You can't have anything in this house anymore. Anywho, where was I? All I hear is... Can you get down, Mommy? Mommy gets scared when you're up there because I don't know what you're doing. Baby. Mimi. Hi. Now she's looking in a mirror. Little Bean. Oh my gosh. Okay. She thought for a moment. You don't think your dad ate the cheese, do you? Bean shook her head. He wouldn't do that. She looked worried. At least I don't think so. Grown-ups like cheese, Ivy said. We better work fast. They're going home. All you can see is their legs. And this one in the background is making me nervous. I don't know. It's just, I don't want it to get hurt. I know you can't get hurt, baby, but you never know because Mommy got these sharp edges on the frames and I don't want you getting hurt. Can you get down? Can you come over here? Come here. Like, look what Mommy got. Oh, look. What can I give you? No, you can eat that. I don't have anything to give her. Come this way, my love. Come. Oh, the baby's so cute. I'm sorry. I used to worry about my kids just the same. No, don't think about jumping on over there. No. She's crazy. Can you just sit? Oh, she sat down. She's so cute. The pancake flips. Oh my goodness. Look at all the mess they got on a table. They're really working. They wrote the flipping pancake until it was time for Ivy to go home for dinner. Whoa. The next day after school, they rushed home to finish it. By the time they were done, Ben's kitchen table was covered with paper, pencils, scissors, erasers, glue sticks, and mess ups. In the middle of the table was one perfect copy of the flipping pancake. Oh, I see, just in case you missed it, because I kind of missed it. It's right there. What did they write, I wonder, huh? Did they write about the band? Ivy and Ben looked at it admiringly. It was beautiful. At the top, Ben had drawn a pancake with little lines coming out of it to show it was jumping in the air. Around the pancake, she had written in her best printing, the flipping pancake. So what if she had forgotten the other P? Oh, look, there's a picture. She wrote the flipping pancake. Blah, 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 blah. She got the little kid naked. The other one with the mask on her face. Oh my God. She made the front page. So what if she had forgotten the P? It still looked great. Below the title was the first story. The one about the rats and salami in Mr. Columbine's house. I had decided it was mean to say he was dirty, so she called it Mr. Columbine's secret. After that came Guess, the naked baby. They had pasted the picture of Crummy Matt to the paper. There was drooling. There he was, drooling and smiling on a white rug, his rear end waving in the air. He's not gonna like that at all. Oh my gosh. Ivy and Ben had almost stopped laughing about it now, but not quite. Ben had drawn a picture of Sophie's mom with her hair in a bag and blue goo on her face. Beneath it, she had written, Mrs. W is up to something. That was really all she could say, since she didn't know what Sophie's mom was doing. Oh my gosh. Oh boy. What is this? A fire. There's a picture of her running over a fire. Let's see what that's about. I forgot. Together, Ivy and Ben had written about the exciting story about the fire at Trevor and Ruby's. Oh, the fire, yeah. In fact, they made it a little more exciting than it really had been. Oh, they embellished the story. True reporters. They said the entire backyard burst into flames. They also said that Ruby has saved Trevor's life by running over flames to get the hose. People like to read exciting stories, being said. Down at the very bottom of the page, Ivy had written about ball control. She said that they were famous for lizard hurricane. And if you wanted to drown out a loud noise, you could ask them over to your house for a party. The story looked a little skimpy, so she also wrote that there were no bad words in their songs. She said that a lot of the other music that Jake the teenager listened to had bad words in it. She put down the first letter of the really amazingly bad word they had heard. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry. I'm reading like I'm a little kid, but it's just, I'm trying not to laugh because I can't imagine listening to this noise, which they call music nowadays, which I'm getting old. Oh my goodness. Then she drew an arrow and wrote, not in ball control songs. there had been just enough room to squeeze in a weather report down at the bottom. Bean had drawn a picture of the sun. Wow, said Ivy, I can't believe we made such a great paper. It looks so real. We could get famous for this, said Bean. I mean, she picked up the paper. Not many kids could do a whole newspaper all by themselves. Ivy nodded. Let's copy it on Mom's copier, she said. Do you think we should give a copy to Sophie W's mom even if she didn't pay for it? You know, because she's in it? No way, said Bean. But she might give us money when she sees how great it is, Ivy explained. All right, said Bean. Yeah, also we have to make one for my dad, so he'll give us our cheese back. He's going to be surprised, said Ivy. Bean nodded. They're all going to be surprised. Oh my gosh. They're going to get kicked out of their neighborhood. And they were surprised, but not exactly the way that Ivy and Bean had imagined. After they delivered the flipping pancake to Jean, Jake the teenager's dad, Ruby and Trevor's mom, Liana and Katie's father, Dino and Chromie Matt's mom, Miss W and Mr. Columbine, they brought a copy to Bean's dad. Get some more. I guess Minnie left. Here, said Bean. Can we have our cheese now? You just hang on to your engines, kiddo, he said. He put down his magazine and picked up the flipping pancake. If I see that you two put real work into it, you can have your cheese. Oh no. There are standards that you have to... He stopped talking and made a funny sound. Which one are you reading? Asked Ivy. Mr. Columbine's Secret, he said. But his voice was funny. He was snorting or choking. Oh no. Like they look like real newspaper girls. Yay. Let's see what happens now. Or something. Is that Matt? He asked in a strangled voice. Does he know? Bean looked at Ivy and shrugged. Probably by now. Her father wasn't paying attention. What is this picture of Sheila? That was Miss W's name. What's she doing? Got me, said Bean. She was painting her hair. I don't know what she had on her face. He read on. The twins set their yard on fire? When? Does their mom know? Oh, sure. She was there, said Bean. Bean's dad stopped reading and frowned. How'd you all get all this anyway? Bean put her hands on her hip. Look, we did exactly what you told us to do. We went out and found the story. He opened his mouth, but he didn't say anything. For a second, he just stared at her. And then he started laughing. He laughed really, really hard. He almost fell off the couch. You do that too? Said Ivy. I know. I inherited, said Bean. They watched Bean's dad laugh for a while, and then Bean said again, Can we have our cheese now? Look at her dad. Just laughing with the newspaper on his hand. Oh my gosh. I think she's going to be in trouble with everybody. What do you think? Think she's going to get in trouble? At least with Matt. I would be embarrassed to have that picture. What? Dad said, wiping his eyes. She said it again loudly. Low-fat Belle de Lune cheese in a special just for you serving size, said Ivy, in case he had forgotten. He was still laughing a little, but he got up. It's all yours, girls. You have earned your cheese. He walked toward the kitchen. We won, whispered Ivy and Bean together as they followed. Now, kids, said Bean's dad, handing them their little red bags of cheese. Even though I think the flipping, he started laughing again and covered his eyes. The flipping pancake is a masterpiece, but it just might be too powerful for some people. Maybe Sheila wouldn't like people to know that she paints her hair, for example. But she does said being carefully selecting the best bowl of cheese. But maybe she wouldn't want other people to know that, he said. So maybe we just keep the flipping pancake here inside of our own house. Oh my gosh, they already gave it to people. Ivy and Bean looked at each other. Grown-ups were so weird. We already made copies and delivered them, Bean said. You said we took their money and we had to deliver what we promised. So we did. The doorbell rang. Oh my gosh. Look at them with their cheese. They're looking at each other like, oh, what did we do? Another chapter that is called The Whole Bowl of Wax. Look at them. They're just, I don't know. Oh, that's a trampoline maybe? I don't know. Or a table. Let's find out. An hour later, Ivy and Bean were lying on Bean's trampoline, squishing their beautiful red wax. Squish, squish, squish. They had come outside when the kitchen got too crowded with grown-ups. Ruby and Trevor's mom had made their promise never to show the flipping pancake to Ruby and Trevor's dad. Miss W had stopped by with $1 for her copy, just like Ivy had expected. Oh my gosh, she paid them $1. But she also asked them to stop looking in her window. Mr. Columbine did too. And Crummy Matt's mom had actually wanted his photo back again. She had even paid for it. $2 just to get a picture back? Ivy shook her head. Doesn't seem worth it to me. She's his mom, said Bean. She probably think it's cute. I think she's mad at Dino, though. Oh my goodness, I'm imagining this in my head. Ruby and Trevor are grounded, their mom said. Ivy frowned. But if you're at home all the time anyway, how can you tell? I don't know, said Bean. For a while, they lay peacefully on the trampoline, squishing their wax. Then Bean sat up. Something was shuffling on the other side of the fence. Do you hear that? Bean whispered. What? Whispered Ivy. Then she heard it. Is it a bear? She hoped it was. It wasn't a bear. It was whispering. Ivy and Bean slid quietly off the trampoline and tiptoed toward the fence. There was a lot of shuffling going on out there, and a grunt. The grunt sounded familiar. It was Crummy Matt's grunt. Ah, get him, he was saying. He was talking as softly as he could, but that wasn't very soft. Ivy bugged her eyes at Bean. Get him! What did that mean? It sounded bad. No, whispered a voice that sounded like Dino. You grab him and I'll get him. But we got to go quick because Mom's going to find out we're gone pretty soon. There was that stuff about getting them again. Yikes, Bean mouthed to Ivy. She's worried they're gonna get her. Or whatever that means. I brought blue paint, whispered another voice. If you hold them, I'll paint them. That sounded like Sophie W. Like a mad Sophie W. Oh my gosh, look at all the kids. They're at the fence and one has a brush. I think there's paint involved. And the twins, the one twin that lit the fire, he's got his magnifying glass. Oh my gosh. Blue paint? Ivy put her hands over her cheeks. A blue face would be okay, but not a blue face painted by a mad person. Okay, you have a camera? It sounded like Trevor. Trevor, give me that magnifying glass. You can't light them on fire. Ruby's voice was very high and squeaky. Bean grabbed Ivy's arm and yanked. Time for a getaway. But where? For a second, they just zipped wildly around the yard. Who says I can't? Trevor snarled. We're grounded already. Trevor, give it here. Shh, they'll hear, said Sophie W. Ivy looked at Bean. Inside, she mouthed, No way, mouthed Bean. She held up her wax. Quickly, she squished it flat and stuck it under her nose. Then she lay down next to the trampoline. Come on, she beckoned to Ivy. Then she closed her eyes. Come on, grunted Matt. Oh no. The gate latch rattled. They were coming in. Ivy smashed her wax flat against her forehead and dropped to the ground next to Bean with her eyes closed. The gate opened and banged shut. Wow, said Trevor. Oh my gosh, whispered Sophie W. What happened to them? Dino said. Is that blood? Oh, grunted Crummy Matt. I gotta go. There was the sound of the gate opening and closing again. They must have fallen off that trampoline, Ruby whispered. Maybe they're only fainted, said Sophie. We could check, said Ruby. They didn't. Should we tell the grown-ups? Dino asked quietly. There was a long silence. Then Sophie W. sighed. Okay, I'll do it. Let's go, said Dino. The gate banged again. Footsteps went away down the driveway. Bean opened one eye. They're gone, she whispered. She peeled the wax off her lip and nudged Ivy. Pretty good, huh? Ivy giggled. They thought we were dead. She took the wax off her forehead. I love this stuff. Look at the picture. Oh my goodness. You gotta just give it to them because they have ideas in that little head of theirs. And then they started jumping on the trampoline. Is that her dad coming out? Uh-oh. From far away inside the house, they heard the doorbell ring, but they didn't answer it. They knew who it was, and besides, they were busy jumping. A second later, they heard the sound of Bean's dad running, not egg. I can't even read. They watched as he flew out the back door and skidded across the porch. Are you okay? He yelled. Ivy and Bean stopped jumping. We're fine, said Bean. Sophie said you were hurt. He panted. Oh, that's Sophie, said Ivy. She was probably just joking. No, he began. Oh my goodness, they told us that they were dead. Oh, do you think this has something to do with the flipping pancake? Bean and Ivy looked at each other and then back at Bean's dad. They made their eyes big. How could it? Ivy asked. Dad, said Bean. Thanks for giving us the idea to do a newspaper. It was really fun. He coughed. Anytime. I'm full of good ideas. Bean reached into her pocket and pulled out a circle of cheese. It was a little bit fussy. Here, she held it out to her dad. This is your thank you present. You can have mine too, said Ivy. What? Said Bean's dad. I thought you loved this cheese. Nah, said Bean. Actually, said Ivy, the cheese is kind of gross. But you like it, said Bean. Bean's dad turned around and walked into the house without saying a word. What's the matter with him? Whispered Ivy. Bean shrugged. Maybe he's tired. She set the circle of cheese on the edge of the trampoline and held over wax. So did Ivy. Squish, squish, squish. The end. Oh my gosh, I'm glad I read the whole thing. Look at them. Squish. I hope you have a good rest of the week and a nice weekend. And I will see you on the next story. Oh my gosh, these two girls, they crack me up. So, what else was I gonna say? Be good! I'm kind of sleepy. I went to get my blood drawn. Thank goodness it didn't bruise. Because it always bruises. So, but I guess we have to wait for the results. And I let you know how it goes. If you want to know, or your parents, I don't know. This is why I wanted to do like another channel, so like maybe the comments will be there, but I'm not sure if they even gonna allow that to happen, because I see so many other people and their comments are turned off by YouTube. So you know we'll see. I'm still thinking about it. So let's see what happens in the future, but I'll see you soon. Okay, take care. Bye. Be well. If you're sick, here's a kiss and a hug from grandma. Okay, bye.